Okay, guys, welcome. We are recording. Welcome to our Thursday night team call. I am Val Bozzo. I am the founder of our team, Legacy United. I've been a coach for 5.5 years, 10-star diamond, officially 5-star or 5-time elite team, you guys. Like, so cool and exciting. But if this is your first team call that you've ever been on, I just want to welcome you guys to this. We are kicking it with a live power hour tonight, okay? So, if you're like, what's a power hour? Or, just wondering how this all works, we are going to break it all down for you tonight to really show you the business activities and what kind of tracker to use in order to make the best of your time and move your business forward, whether this is your first day as a coach or if you've been here for 5 years with me. Okay, you guys, I personally have spent a 1-hour time, increment in my business every single day for 5 years. And I mean, when I say every day, it really has been pretty much every single day. And that's just how we build our business. So we will give you all of the activities tonight. And I know that we have it all jam-packed, and we're going to give you guys examples, like what to message people, all the good stuff that we use as leaders to really, start conversations, to invite, how to get results, and all of that stuff, okay? So I know that Lisa is going to kick us off tonight. And again, if you're just popping on, pull out that activity, the business activity tracker. If you're not quite sure, I'll actually go and copy the link and post it in the chat here for you guys. But go to the team page that you got the link for the call tonight, and in the comment section of the power hour post that I did, it's all in there, guys. Okay, so that's what we're going to be following along with. So I'm going to turn it over to Liesl, and we're going to bring you guys our call. And if you're hopping on, just mute yourself. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, hopefully you hear me okay. I do hear a lot of people on. You guys can mute yourself, but we're gonna start right in the tracker. So part 2 is where we're gonna really focus tonight. That's on connecting, inviting, and following up. And I'm going to get us kicked off with just connecting and adding new friends and followers, but on both of your social media platforms. So I still add new friends on Facebook daily. I still add new followers on Instagram daily. So I'm using both platforms in my business personally. I find that I've already established a really great connection with a lot of people on Facebook. So I don't, even though Instagram's like the cool, hot new thing, I don't just blow those people off over on my Facebook. I'm still getting like at least a 50-50 rate of my challengers are coming from Facebook versus Instagram. So it's kind of going more towards the Instagram way now, but there's still amazing people I'm finding on my Facebook. So anyway, I'm going to keep it really short and sweet. Actually, we have it blocked off for 10 minutes, but I'm thinking 5, just so we can get it done quickly, because it's a really quick part of your power hour. So what I do every day to add new friends on Facebook, actually what I'm doing currently, I'm going to tell you, because this might be something different than you've heard before. I ran a free group last week, and I had my people in my free group invite 10 friends is one of my challenges. So I had over 150 people that I have never met in my life wind up in my free group. And these are all people that are still within my niche market. Think about it. If my friends invite their friends, we also have crazy things in common. And my free group was about free crock pot meals, which fits perfectly into this time of year, right? People want quick, easy meals for the holiday season. So I have been adding friends like a beast all week long, and it's been so easy. So all I did was go into my free group page and look at the new members, and anybody I haven't been friends with, I just go boom, 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 boom down that list. And I've been adding them all this week. And then when they accept my friend request, I move it to a connection. Super simple. And I just said, hey girl, I'm so glad that so-and-so, and I just tell them which one of the friends added them, because it tells you who added them to your page. I say, hey, welcome to my thank you so much for joining my free group. So if you ran a free group last week, what I want you to do right now is go in there and make sure you were friends with everybody that was in your group. So if you had an initiative to have people invite people in, make sure that you're friends with them and talk to them. It's a great way to connect to people you are already friends with too. So for my connecting this week, I've also been just going through the list, and anybody that was new to my free group this past time, or that was engaging in the page the whole time, because I had little prizes and things like that, giveaways throughout the week, I just went in there and I said, hey girl, like, thank you so much for being so into the free group. I'm so glad you were a part of it. And I just open a conversation. And what I find 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh my gosh, I loved every part of it. And I'm not going to get into the inviting piece, but it really simple, like, moves you right into an invite, right? Because you feel like, I share these recipes in my groups all the time. Would you like to hear more about it? Like, it's just this like really genuine, friendly way to connect and then invite. So that is what I'm doing now, and I'm loving it. It's working really well for me. Now, on the day-to-day, when the free group thing wasn't, going on, or something that just happened, obviously, if you run free groups every month, you can do that, like wash, rinse, repeat all the time. And you can find some really great people to add to your network. But also, it's so easy for adding friends is I've been also posting a lot of my Challenger success, and I tag them in the post. And then what happens is their friends see my post because of how like I make it a public post so their friends can see it. And I go then if any of them, I go to my likes later on and I add those people that we're mutual friends with. And they already know that person, and they see a fitness journey. Obviously they're cheering their friend on their journey. Again, another really easy invite and connection to that person. Then day-to-day too, like just to kind of wrap up the Facebook front, I wish literally everybody a happy birthday. So that's what I want you to do right now. Go to your Facebook page, click on the birthday tab, literally say happy birthday to every single person. Just happy birthday, have a great day. Have a special day. I hope it's been a wonderful day. Like, make it a nice, cute message. I do that every day to everybody that is on my list that had a birthday today. Then tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll go back to my birthdays. I'll wish everybody a happy birthday. And once you do that, you're going to get to a screen and it says, see upcoming birthdays at the bottom. And if you click the see upcoming birthdays, if you actually scroll down, it shows you the ones that were yesterday too. So I go in then, and anybody that had the birthday yesterday, I send them a private message and I say something short and sweet and simple and end a question. I just say, hey, so-and-so, I hope you had the best birthday yesterday. What did you get to do to celebrate? Or how did you celebrate? Or if I saw how they celebrate on their Facebook page, I say, I saw you got to go out for tacos for your birthday. I'm so jealous. I love tacos. Like, just like a fun message. And it's just connecting. It's just being friends with people. It's so simple and easy. So that's kind of what I do on the Facebook front. As far as Instagram, I go to my Instagram and I might look at through my hashtags that I've used. My very favorite thing to do, to be honest, this might sound silly, but I find a lot of my people this way. So I follow a few different like boutiques, and they have a really large following, but not like a super large following like someone like Michael Kors or Kate Spade might have. Like, that's millions of people, right? So a smaller boutique is kind of where I like to, first of all, like where I like to shop, and also has like a large following with a lot of people on their page, but not so crazy large that it's like overwhelming and has people that are not your people on there. So Dottie Couture is one of my favorites. I go to their page literally all the time, and they post things. They post giveaways like once a week, and those posts are awesome to check out because there's a ton of comments. And I just look at their stuff and I'm like, oh my god, that outfit's so cute. And if I think it's cute, the people that are liking it and commenting on it think it's freaking cute too. So then I go in there and I just look at all the comments and I scroll through, and I'm like a creep, but I'm like, oh, that girl's picture looks really pretty. And I click on her. And all right, so her name's Christy. She lives in Alaska. Oh, she was made in Alaska and now lives in California. I look through her post, and I just might go through and see if she's somebody that I would want to work with or someone that I could see on my team. And I like 3 of her posts, and then I go in and comment on one. And then I follow her. So that's what I do as far as adding followers. I also love to use the locations. So if you look at like your post, and let's say you were, okay, so Jordan and I, not long ago, we were at the Georgia Aquarium. So I might go to my post from their aquarium and click on, I had tagged the location. And if you go to the location you tag, then it shows you all the posts from other people that have been there. So I just scroll through. Okay, and I found this really cute one of this group of girls. So maybe you want to go to Hannah's page. Okay, so she's an oncology nurse, which I could actually like relate to her lifestyle. I work with a lot of doctors and nurses because of Jordan's profession. She's a new wife. She looks like oh, cool. She actually, crazy. It's always so wild when you start following people. She went to the same place I did on my honeymoon. So that's an easy person to talk to. So I'm going to like some posts and then comment. I might even private message her too. Be like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I saw that you were at the aquarium. I hope you had so much fun. And then I ended up on your page and realized we went on the same place for our honeymoon. So that is just how I add people and follow new people on Instagram and also connect with them. So hopefully, I don't know, I feel like I do other things too, but that's like the gist of it. Does anyone have anything to add, or you guys want to move on to Dara? Responding to likes and views. Do we have enough time?
I think we need to give them like 3 or 4 more minutes to go ahead and like do that.
Okay, sorry. I know I'm just like rambling and not giving time.
No, that was great information. You're awesome.
So go do that, guys.
3 minutes, guys, and then in 3 minutes, Dara can take over. So in these next 3 to 4 minutes, go ahead and do what Liesl just instructed. Go to your friends list, go to hashtags, go and connect with at least 5 people.
How the last time I did this, I was telling my team this, I did a smaller power hour, just my personally sponsored coaches, and I was showing them the hashtag thing, and I was using Vermont, and I found like one of my very favorite ever challengers from the last time I did a power hour. Like I was showing them her page and everything. So this might be, maybe that other girl, she might be my next dream coach. I went to Jamaica. You never know. So these powers are awesome.
Good? Want me to go, Val, or you want to give them another minute? Okay, I'm ready. I'm always ready. All right, so I'm going to do responding for you guys because I love this. All right, so the first thing that I always go to do my responses in my power hour is going to be my stories. And you want to go to your furthest out, so not your most recent story, because that will have the least amount of views, both on Facebook and Instagram. If you do not have your stories linked up, I would, because it's a time saver and you will have different people following you. Obviously, you'll have a lot of the same, obviously, but there are people who only have Instagram. There are people who only have Facebook. So make sure that you have those connected if you do not. Because when you post it on your stories for Instagram, it'll just flood right over to your Facebook, saving you time, so you don't have to do everything double. But the first thing that I do is I go to my stories. And the reason I do my stories first is because the other areas where you have likes and comments, they're going to be there. They're not going anywhere. So you can get to those later. So I always do the stories first. I always go to Instagram first. You want to go to, you can flip up, you know, when you're viewing your own stories, and you want to go to the furthest one that's going to expire the soonest, because that one will have the most views. And what I do is I go under there and I look at the viewers and I just respond to them. I usually shoot them an invite message. Nothing crazy like, hey, join my challenge group, nothing. I like to call people out, because people who, you'll see a huge, once you start to track your business and look in both areas of people who are liking and commenting on your post and the people who are watching your stories, you'll actually see some of the people are not engaging on both. And some of the people want to just creep you on the down low. So when people are watching my stories, I will send them a message and I'll be like, hey girl, I see you creeping on me. Are you interested in what I'm doing? Or something like that, like just short and sweet. Sometimes they'll be like, actually, yeah, I'm like, I have this happen a lot, actually. Like when I share workouts, I have girls who tell me that they're copying what I do. They're like, yeah, I'm actually looking every day to see what workout you're doing so I can add it into my regimen. And that kind of opens up a good conversation door, to be honest, because I go into like, okay, well, if you're doing the workouts at random, like you're not going to get consistent results, you know, and then I get talking about the program. So kind of just sending messages there. I also go to my post. So usually I don't do the post the same day that I made that post, just to give a little bit of time not to seem so stalkerish. So I go to my post from the previous day. So I always go kind of like a day behind with both my stories and my posts. What you'll do is you'll go and say you have like 97, I'm just using this number as an example. Don't worry, I don't have 97 likes. But say I have 97 likes on a post. First I go to the Instagram and I'll respond and I will send those girls an invite message. Usually I send an invite message just saying like, hey, Felicia, like, thanks for the love on my, or love and support is usually what I say, on my health and fitness journey. I really appreciate it. And I don't come out and say like, I'm running this November challenge group, like blah, blah, blah. Like that's kind of like, that's the only reason you message them. And that's a huge turn off because if I received a message like that, it would really turn me off. So what I do is I still I start the message with thanking them for their support, but then I do kind of open that door a little bit. And I say like, are you like you can use two different examples. Are you currently on a health and fitness journey yourself? Or you can say like, if you're looking to try something new, I would love to talk goals with you. Like one or the other is a really good way to, you know, not like be too salesy, but, you know, open that door for that relationship for them to talk to you. And then, you know, I do that to the likes and also the comments. People who are commenting on your post, you don't want to just message them. You obviously want to engage back with them because they're taking the time, you know, I know it takes 5 to 10 seconds, but still they're taking the time. They could have just scrolled by you. They could have just double tapped you, but they didn't. They decided to write something. So take the time. You don't have to write them a novel back. I mean, it's a little bit much, but like you can just write back like a heart on whatever their comment was and like, thanks for the love and support, girl. Or like, you know, just something short and sweet, just to let them know like their effort didn't go unnoticed. It's really just building that, it's trust, believe it or not. And it's a connection thing. doing that on both Instagram and Facebook posts from the previous day. I know we do have actually a good amount of new coaches on this call. So Instagram, stories. One post a day, one quality post a day to your Instagram. But Facebook is, the algorithm's a little bit different. So you actually can get a good 3 posts in on Facebook. So it's going to be a little bit different there, you guys. And the thing that I get asked a lot from the newer coaches on my team is, how do you respond to your polls? So I actually, as Lisa was talking, just made a poll because she just inspired me to run a free group next week. And I love both food and fitness. So I decided to leave it into my followers' hands. I just made a poll and I said, hey, if I were to run a 5-day free group, would you rather it be food or workouts? And every single person that responds on that poll will get a message from me. And I will start the message with however they responded. Hey girl, let's say they chose food. Hey girl, like I saw you chose food. Obviously, food is life. I would, love to know what type of things you're looking to learn about food or work on with your food, because obviously they picked food because they're struggling, right? Same thing with like workouts. Like maybe I talk to a lot of people, they have one or the other. Like, oh, my nutrition's pretty good. Like, I'm this organic, like kale loving freak, but I'll never hit, a workout. You can really see where and thank them for voting, obviously. And I think that's really helpful. Like I do a lot of polls too. Like, you can do like, say you're doing a workout, right? Quick clip of you doing your workout. You can do like, hey, I'm shedding for the wedding. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm just using myself as an example. Or like, no, I'll just prefer to keep being a fly on the wall. Like you could do something funny like that. And then I respond to both with people, even the people who say they want to be a fly on the wall. And I'm like, but girl, you keep watching my stories. You're watching for a reason. Just build that connection and get them out of that comfort zone. And then last but not least, this doesn't really have to do with responding, but it really does help with the responding thing. So I kind of wanted to share it. I guess you could do it on Instagram on the stories, but it really, really works good, you guys, on Facebook. I am really good at asking people for advice, like with outfits or like, perfect example. I'm going to Nashville for my best friend's bachelorette party next week. I'm going to post tomorrow asking where all the hot spots are for like girls to go out in Nashville. And everyone who comments on that, I'm going to message them private. Obviously I'll thank them, but then I'm going to message them privately and ask them about their experience there in Nashville. Not necessarily talk about my group or anything, but just build that connection. So responding is so important, you guys. I think I hit it all. So let's give, what do you want to say? Like 5 minutes or so? I have my Dollar Tree timer. I'm ready. All right. All right, so 5 minutes to respond.
If you guys have any questions, this is totally chill. You can ask, you can type it, whatever. All right. I just want to always put that out there and up front for you because I just read, Caitlin, you know, how you're so nervous, and any tips about doing this, and every single one of us can relate to that. Okay. So it is definitely nerve wracking and it's getting out of your comfort zone and all of those things. But if I can just offer any piece of advice, like the more you get out of your comfort zone and do this and have such a big heart and are intentional with it, it really does get easier and it becomes fun. Tara, let me know whenever your timer goes off since you're muted.
Un momento.
Cool. Danielle, I don't get a lot of interaction with my polls. It honestly depends on what it is. If I'm asking a question about, you know, which outfit should I wear, then I get a ton of responses. If I'm asking, hey, do you want to be my next challenge group? Most of the time it's crickets. Okay, I just do them anyways consistently because there might be that one person who, you know, is that luck of the draw that day who just decides to click on it. Or if there's someone who accidentally clicks on it, it's still there's someone to message and strike up a conversation with.
All right. Well done.
I'm up. Okay, as you guys can see too, like we obviously did not do number 1 on the tracker because you better be drinking your shake and doing your workout and not during this time of your power hour on here with us, okay, right? And then number 2, we are doing that. Your social media posts, you should already be doing that, but when you're doing this list, that's where you get to check it off at. We're not going to actually sit here and compose a post. That is in your trainings, and you can talk to your upline about that. And then same way with your stories, but we will circle back to a story because at the end, we will all do a fun little selfie to post on our IG story, okay? So then we did Dara, who just did our respond to all likes, and I am going to have the pleasure of doing the inviting to a challenge group or learning about the coaching opportunity. And let me tell you guys, this is fun. Okay, tell yourself this. I want you to speak it out loud right now. I want to see every lip moving. This is fun. I don't see lips moving. Tiffany, I'm calling you out. I see you on my screen. I don't see the lips moving. All right? This is fun, you guys. Like, inviting is where your business builds. If you are sitting there with your lips closed or your fingers not moving, then you will never build a business. You will never earn an income. You will never make a commission. You'll never get anybody to join you. You won't. You'll sit at a standstill. Okay, so we're going to have some fun doing some invites. Okay, so this is for me, how I do my invites. When I find someone who maybe likes my post, kind of like it all parallels with each other, all of these things in these trackers. But someone who's liking my posts or watching my Insta stories or someone who has, you know, commented on something. Those are my first go-tos for an invite, okay? So I'm going to start there with you. I want you to go to maybe your last 5 or 6 social media posts, and let me just add this blurb in because I will say this until I am blue in the face. This is why you have to post 3 to 5 times a day on your social media platforms, because if you're not consistent, you're not showing up, no one will like your post, no one will believe in you, no one will want you as their coach because they will see that you don't show up on your social media, you're not consistent there, so why would you be consistent in helping them with their challenge group journey or with their coaching journey, okay? I'm blunt, I'm saying it because there's no way to sugarcoat it. Go give yourself the gut check of your social media platforms, and are you the coach who you would want to be your coach, okay? You can't answer that with a yes, and you need to do some tweaking. So you will start to, I don't care if you get 1 like on a post, that's 1 person you're gonna get to invite. So We're going to take the next 10 minutes and we're going to invite 5 people to a challenge group and then 5 people to the business. I'm going to show you how easy this is going to be, okay? So go back 5, 6 posts and you write down the names of every person who has liked or commented on one of your posts, okay? And then you're going to go and you're going to message them and you're going to say, hey, Dara, thank you so much for the love on my post. It really means a lot. Are you interested in joining a challenge group with me, or are you just showing some love as a friend? Go do that with 5 people right now. Go. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. 3. Don't be scared. Act like I'm on your side of the keyboard or your phone, and I'm the one pushing enter, okay? Because I know it's scary. It is super scary to hit the enter button, but go do it right now, and you will be, like, liberated after you do. When you guys finish, the 5 people, I want you to write done in the comments, okay, in the chat bar. I want to get this party alive and see you guys are doing this with us.
Car problem. Yes.
Okay, keep going. Don't stop with what you're doing. Whenever you're done, type in the chat, okay? Because I'm just going to give you your next assignment. Because we're going to do the same type of thing, and we're going to invite to the business, okay? But, and again, I don't care if this is Facebook and or Instagram. This is social media wide, okay? Maybe you're doing both, but 5 people, not hard. We all have them. And I love how Jen said, you know, stop saying, I only have 1 like, I only have 2 likes, I only have 3 likes on my post. I'll give you, for instance, my post that I just did an hour ago has 3 likes on it from my challengers, okay? I'm happy about that. Yay, 3 people, okay? And my challengers, who I will invite to be coaches. So this is going to play into my next assignment. You're going to take the next 2, 3, 4 minutes, however long, and you're going to invite 5 people to the business. 5. But you're not going to word vomit. You're going to go and you're going to search through challengers who are not coaches or discount coaches yet from your challenge group. You're going to go to that list, and this is a hint, wink, wink. If you don't have a list of dream coaches yet, you need to make one, okay? But I typically work from a list of about 15 to 25 that I have in my notebook of people who maybe I see on Facebook or Instagram or in my challenge groups who I feel like I could literally be best friends with and just sit on my couch and watch Friends and eat pizza and drink a Blue Moon on a Friday night with, okay? That's my list, and that's who I go to message. So I want you to take 5 of the people from your dream list, from your challenge groups, from Facebook, wherever. You're going to go, and you're going to say, hey girl, or, hey Lisa, listen, I have been thinking about you and thinking about you joining my team. So I wanted to go out on a limb tonight and literally ask you, have you ever thought about doing what I do? See that? See like 2 or 3 sentences? And you hit enter. Okay, go and do that. And you guys, if anybody has some invites that work great for you, type them in the chat. I would love to see them, love to hear them, love to share them with the team. There's no right or wrong way. The only wrong way is if you're not doing something, and then you'll learn from it. Okay, I used to send a novel, and it didn't work. So I've learned that short, sweet, to the point, and giving a compliment too. Like, I think you would be great as a coach on my team because your personality, you already post, you already do what I do, you're fit, you're fun, you're looking to earn an income. I saw your last post. It's just relationships is all it is. Go. You guys have 2 minutes till Jen takes over. Ask questions too if you have anything. Yep, I love Jen's invite. This is perfect. Girl, okay, so you are slaying it in our challenge group. So I just got to ask, have you thought about doing what I do? That's it, guys. That's it. It's fun.
Okay, guys, so I'm pretty sure it's been right at 2 minutes. Finish what you're doing with your invites. I made a little note in the group that, like, when I do message challengers, I message those that are killing it. Like, I'm not gonna message someone who's never shown up in my group and be like, girl, you're killing it in our group. Like, if they're not. So make sure whoever you're telling is killing it is actually killing it. If not, you can still message those people and say, like, have you thought about doing what I do? Or if a challenger says, like, oh, I'm just having a really hard time staying accountable, I'm like, well, what if you got paid to do it? Would that help you with your accountability? So there's always a way to take a challenger and help them see the value in coaching. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you guys, and I want to talk about follow-up. So before I do that, and your eyes go to all this text, using a teacher move here, I'm just going to talk so that you hear this one thing. Following up is the key to success in your business. I'm at Success Club 22 today. Every single person is a follow-up. Every single person. It's not because I just have this amazing following and all these people are just coming to me. Nope. Every single one is a follow-up. So my system, what I do is I do a lot of challenge group applications. If you've ever gone to my page or if you follow me, you'll see that. But it can't just be like sticking an application out there and hoping someone will fill it out. That's not really how it works. I'm just very, very consistent with it, and I put it out there all the time, and I message it to people, and once I message it to people, I'm like, hey, did you get my application? I follow up. So just know that the fortune of this business is in the follow-up. And what you have to understand is if you're a brand new coach and today's your first day, the people who tell you no right now will be your runners a year from now. Those are the people that are going to watch you and come back later. So that's why follow-up is so important. Another thing I want to note really quick is that we take it personal when people see our message and don't respond. You can't do it because most of the time in a follow-up, they're like, oh my gosh, I saw this message and forgot to respond. Guys, we are not like the top of their priority list. Their response to our message is not the number one thing on their to-do list that day. So if you treat it like that, you're going to struggle because they're not just like anxiously awaiting by their phone to hear from you. So just remember, people have lives, people are busy. There's lots of reasons why someone might see your message and not respond. But if you don't follow up, you're never going to know. Okay. So follow up, short and simple. guys, these guides and scripts and examples we're giving you, it's because we've made all the mistakes of sending people 8,000 paragraphs worth of stuff and then getting ignored. So this stuff really does work. Everything that everyone has shared tonight is seriously like the only reason I'm successful. So utilize that stuff. So follow-ups are short and sweet. You want to make the initial context easy for your readers. In other words, you're going to keep it short. You don't want it to be crazy. And you're emphasizing that they have not responded to you. Now, I know some of you are already like, oh, I'm not doing that. Get rid of this fear. If you want to build a successful business and be insane and successful and reach your goals and reach your dreams, you got to throw the fear of what random people on social media think of you out the window. They have no control over your life, okay? So don't give them that power. So within a follow-up, like if I sent a message today, and I write down who I invite. So if I write down 5 names of the people I invited and no one responds to me, I'll put my date that I sent them. So what I do is, I wish I had my notebook. Like today's 11/8. So what I'll do is I'll write 11/8 and I'll make a list of the people I invited. A couple days later, whoever has not responded to me, I go back and I see, did they get my message or did they see it and ignore it? And I literally say, I see that you got my message. Totally hope I didn't come across the wrong way. I just never want to miss anyone who might be interested in working with me. That is one of my go-tos. Instantly they respond, oh my gosh, I did see your message. I am interested. Or they might say, oh, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. No, I'm not interested at this time. But at least I know who's interested and who's not. So I'm going to share my screen and give you some of my favorite follow-ups. And of course, I'll share this document as well. You can just pick your favorite. Dara asked today what I send people who maybe gave a price objection. So anyone who's ever given me a price objection, like, oh, $160 is too expensive, whatever, I have gone back to them and I say, you know, hey, Dara, I know we chatted last month and it really wasn't a good time, but I wanted to give you first dibs on my holiday survival challenge, especially since the price dropped down to $140 instead of $160. Could this work better for you? I always try to meet them where they're at because I was a price person. I didn't have a lot of extra money to spend on a challenge pack. So I try to think of it that way instead of being like, you in or not. Don't make excuses with your money. I try to relate and say, you know, it's down, so I want to give you first dibs because I know you really wanted to do this. And I meet them where they're at. So that's what I've been sending there. That is not a part of the script, but I will type that up if you guys want it. But here is what I do. This is one of my favorite. Hey, I see you've read my message and haven't responded. Sorry if I made you feel like you couldn't talk to me about your doubts. I know you were excited for it and I was excited to work with you. I would love to have you explain better to me any concerns or questions so that I can make sure I answer them clearly. And that would really help me to be a better coach. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks. A lot of times I do shorten these up a little just to be more my personality. So just remember, like, you want it to sound like you. Like all of these guides and scripts are great, but you know, make it you because people generally know if you're being genuine or not. Another one is relate to their why. So I have a girl right now, for example, she still hasn't signed up, but she tells me every day she's going to sign up. Oh yeah, I'm going to sign up. I'm just coming. Oh yeah, I got your email, girl. I'm going to sign up. And so, she wants to lose like 150 pounds. That's an amazing goal. So I remind her of that. I'm like, hey, I saw you got your enrollment and I didn't want you to think I forgot about you, but I really want to help you lose those 150 pounds over this next year or two. So has anything changed for you or should I continue saving your spot? Guys, you can be direct. This is your challenge group. This is your time. This is your business. This is your spots. If you have 5 people you're trying to help, don't waste your time getting caught up on the one who doesn't respond to you. Find out by following up so that you can move on with your life and invite new people if you need to. So I don't use this number 3 one right here. I included it because some coaches have great success with it. So I'm definitely not knocking. But personally, I don't like messages from network marketers saying, will you help me reach my goal and buy this for me? That's just me. But it's on here because some people do have success with it. 1 and 2 are my go-to. Number 4 is great. I do use this one. I usually blame it on Wi-Fi. I'm like, hey girl, I wanted to send another quick message and check in with you. Sometimes my Wi-Fi acts crazy and I don't always get messages. So I didn't want you to miss or think I'd forgotten about you. Did you still want info on my challenge group? Something along those lines. Also, I always use their name. I don't tend to say like, hey chick, hey girl, hey friend. I try to say, hey Liesel, hi Dara, hey Val. And yeah, it takes a little longer, but it makes it a lot more personal. And I don't like getting messages like, hey girl, want to join my challenge group? Because I'm like, wow, clearly you didn't look at my page because I'm a Beachbody coach already. Whenever someone ignores me a lot, when I'm setting up, sorry, I skipped one, number 5. If someone said no last month, this is typically what I'll send for the next month. Like, I'm like, all right, I know we talked last month and it wasn't a good time getting my group set up for November. I know you said you were interested in joining a little later. So I'm wrapping up my other group, have this one starting, wanted to give you first dibs before I start making it public. And I always add that like, call to action or sense of urgency. Of course, I'll let anyone in my group who purchases a challenge pack, but I do want it done by a certain time because I'm trying to get organized as a coach and kick off by a certain date. So I have no problem saying like, before I make it public, or I have 5 spots left. Like, that's your personal preference as a coach, but your time is worth it. Your energy is worth it. So don't feel like you can't be a businesswoman when it comes to when you want your people to sign up. All right. Holding a spot. If someone says, I'm all in, I'm doing this, and they don't complete their enrollment, there's a great tool in ShareAcart. You can see who has viewed it and you can see who's just sent it. So I pull from those 2 folders who I've sent to, who hasn't seen it, and who's viewed it, and I send them a message and I say, I am finalizing the details for my group. Did you want to still join us, or is this not the right time for you? Do you want me to keep holding your spot? Because this way they're either going to tell me, yes, please, oh my gosh, I forgot, or they're going to say, no, I really can't do it. It's not a good time. Give my spot away. So then I'm not left wondering or relying on someone to get me to my goals. Like, you know, if I'm trying to hit Success Club 5 and it's the 31st of the month at 11:59, I'm like, oh, well, so-and-so has their link. They're going to sign up any minute now. No, I need to know. I need to know by the 3rd Monday of the month, are you doing this with me or are you not? So don't feel like you can't be direct. You are a business woman. You are the CEO. You are the boss. You have the goals. You have the income you're trying to build. You have the lives you're trying to change. Do not hesitate to treat this that way, because that's how you build success. All right. Last one here really quick. This is my probably most used one of anything. When I see a message and I see they've seen it and I've sent another one and they've seen that too, and then like maybe a month later I sent another one and they're still ignoring me, I say, Liesel, I am not trying to be a fly on the wall. You are ready to SWAT. I know that I'm probably am, but you told me you wanted to do this. Before I take you off my follow-up list, I just thought I would ask one more time because I take my job really seriously and I want to make sure I support and help people. So are you still looking to do this, or should I just like take you off of my list? Because then again, I know, can I scratch them off of my list forever, or do I keep working with them? Because I do not like trying to guess what people are thinking. I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. So don't be afraid to just ask them. Most people say, you know, it's just not a good time, but keep me on your list. And I've gotten a few that are like, no, I'm not interested at all. You can take me off the list. And I take them off and I don't look back. I unfollow, scratch them off my list. They're not interested in working with me, move on with my life, talk to more people. When it comes to follow-ups, you know, I think my biggest tip is don't be afraid, don't be fearful. I think the biggest fear coaches have is, oh, I don't want to bug them. Does it bug you when the waitress comes to your table and says, can I interest you in more water? No. Does it bother you when the waitress comes to your table and says, does anyone care for dessert? Are you like throwing a hissy fit because how dare she ask you that like twice? No, you're not. So you can't get in your head about this stuff. These are messages to random strangers on social media, and you can't let random strangers who you are never going to see in real life get that kind of control over your mind. That's just ridiculous. So leave those fears at the door, get out there, follow up with people. And, you know, one of my favorite quotes I heard a coach say, I have 10 seconds, by the way. She said, you're going to let the fear of sending that follow-up message keep you from staying home with your baby. And I was like, no. And so that was my kick in the pants. I was like, okay, I'm going to start sending follow-ups because I was afraid to. I promise we all get those fears. So for the next like 3 or 4 minutes, and honestly, probably after this call, go through your ShareAcart, or this can be your call to action really once we wrap it up, because it's going to take you probably longer than 2 or 3 minutes. you need to have your list of people that have said they're going to join you, maybe share cards you've sent that never filled out, viewed share cards that have never filled out, applications that were filled out and they never got back to you. And those are the people you're going to follow up with using one of these that I just gave you. I'm sharing the link right now in the Zoom chat. And you're just going to like send it. You're not going to think about it, nothing. You're just going to send that because that's all you can do. So I hope that helps. Make sure you get those follow-ups done. And personally, I like to do my follow-ups all on Friday. Liesl just typed this. Literally on Friday, that's when I do all of my follow-ups for the week. I know it's on the daily tracker, but I keep my list all week. And then Friday, the majority of my business is just following up with all those people because it's been at least a day since I've talked to them. And or even close to a week, so I like it. And yeah, people get paid on Friday. It's the start of the Beachbody week, and I can get my life together and organized. So that's when I like to follow up. If you're going to tell yourself, okay, I'm only following up on Friday, then you better be inviting, connecting, and talking to people Monday through Thursday and not skipping a beat and probably honestly doing way more than 5. So either you're gonna follow up every single day or you're gonna hold off till Friday and add more to the other activities. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm gonna toss it back to, I think Val's doing some recognition, and that's it. So I hope this helps, and I'll post this obviously in our groups too. So thanks guys.
All right. Okay, if you guys have not yet done a fun little picture or boomerang or something for your stories, this is the perfect time to do it while we are chatting before I share my screen to do a few recognitions. But I don't know, you guys, is this helpful? Are these calls, like where we walk you through, helpful to where you feel like, oh wait, this coaching thing is not that hard? When they break it down, you just have to do it every day. And you guys, you can, pour yourself a glass of wine, turn on the music, enjoy yourself, come to the table prepared with all of your stuff, right? Cool. All right, let me share my screen. Hold up, let me, this real quick. Okay, can you see my screen? Thumbs up. Cool. All right. Well, I want to just, first of all, congratulate all of our top recruiters who are on this list right now. You guys, Legacy United, every member, we have 84 new coaches this week. Like, this is huge, and I'm so stinking proud of you guys. This is your hard work, right? So 84 new coaches are recruiters, and you know that I'm going to fly through these names, but I believe that every single person who is adding to their organization deserves that recognition. So we've got Abby Park, Amy Whitmore, Alexa DeMeo, Ali Van Arsdale, Amanda Curtin, Amy Terry, Brandy Doyle, Brittany Props, Brittany Vincent, Cameron Eves, Chelsea Hatch, Corey Alexander, Damon Maloney, Danielle Sebring, Dara Rockholt, Desiree Bergstrom, Dustin Bazo, Gina Karaki, JC Montney, Jen Guthrie, Jillian Alexander, Jordan Zabo, Jordan Martig, Julia Overfield, Kayla Gray, Kayla Joles, Caitlin Begin, Katie Gibbs, Kaylee Perkins, Kelly Miller, Kelsey Lawrence, Kelsey Lord, Kelsey Sheps, Carrie Rach, Christy Bird, Krista Meyer, Lacey Cheney, Lisa Mardig, Lindsay Maloney, Mackenzie Rundle, Mindy Ducombe, Neely Gaddy, Nicole Horton, Samantha Holmes, Samantha Lambert, Samantha Smith, Sarah Martin, Shelby Lawton, Sherry Musgrove, Tiffany Rach, Valerie Bazo, Victoria Volway. I think I might be the next Darren Ashby on the National Wake Up Call. I'm just saying. Anyways, you guys, seriously, congratulations. I know that this number is just going to keep going up because you're all rock stars and you see the power hour, the power of the power hour. Okay, next we are going into some rank advancement recognition. And you guys, I want to just put this out there. If you are personally rank advancing, if you have coaches rank advancing, you can feel free to shoot me a private message on a Thursday with their names. I cannot see any of this in my back office who actually advances, so I'm sorry if I've missed you, but send me a message, send your upline diamond or a star diamond a message, and we will get your names on these leaderboards every week, okay? So our brand new emeralds this week, Erica Chandler, Alexa DeMeo, and Kaylee Joels. And we have Lindsay Maloney, Lisa Marte, both in their 5-star diamond qualifying. Okay, they're a few weeks in, but I'm going to keep these names on this recognition board because that 5-6 week hold is no fun, but it is so worth it when you start getting into that star diamond qualification. I'm just so proud. And our 1-star diamond qualifying coach is Nicole Horton right now. Seriously, proud mama coach over here. And then, as always, our November promo is our all access Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack. You guys, it's only $140. Amazing deal. And then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and showcase our leaderboard just for this week. Like, I'm blown away. I'm blown away at the numbers, at the people's lives that are being changed on here, and just the hard work you guys put in. And it will never, ever go unnoticed, and it will never, ever go unrecognized. So our top producers, Jen Guthrie at 1,571. That is freaking amazing. Way to go, Jen. Liesel, Amanda, Kaylee, Allie, Alden, Val, myself. I'm just calling myself out. Angel, Chelsea, Krista, Abby, Allison, Barbara, Charmaine, and Caitlin, all on the top producers. And then our Success Club so far already this month, and it's only the 8th. We've got Jen, top of the leaderboard, 22 Success Club points. Krista Meyer, Cameron, Liesel, Dara, Lindsay, Tiffany, Caitlin, myself, Katie, Julia, Abby, and Kaylee. Super proud of you guys. It is just the first week. We have a whole lot of lives to change, a whole lot of fun to have. And guys, I'm just super proud. So proud of you guys. So I hope that this call has been helpful, and you guys are seriously rock stars. So anyone have anything to add or any questions or anything for tonight? All right. Well, I'm trying to unshare my screen. There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much. Look at this, 9 p.m. exactly, our 1-hour power hour, and I just took the time to do some recognitions and shout outs. I hope that every one of you, rocks your business this week. Set your goals. It is intention. It is focus. Tell yourself, okay, today I'm going to send 1 share cart a day. Jen actually told me that today. Her goal is, if she will feel successful if she gets to send 1 new share cart every single day. It's those little tiny goals that add up to the huge big picture. Okay, you guys? So, yeah, amazing. And I will see you back here next Thursday. Have a great night, guys. Bye.